Hi everybody, this is your information for how to find the epicenter using 3 circles on a map. So you are going to need your earthquake epicenter sheet, and you're going to need your data that tells you the distance to the earthquake and the earthquake travel time. So we've got our graph of P and S waves. So this is specifically for a map of Alabama that we're going to be using. So these are 3 cities in Alabama, and it gives us some information, and we're going to use this information in order to figure out how to draw the 3 circles on our graph. So here we go. The first thing we're going to look at is that we have 3 cities, so we're going to look at Florence first. In Florence's arrival time in P and S waves, the difference went from 8, 10, and 11 seconds to 8, 10, and 22 seconds. So there's a distance of 11 seconds between the arrival of the P and the S wave. So I'm just going to remember that. I'm going to go up to my graph, and we have our earthquake travel time here. And I'm going to go ahead, and so this is in seconds, and so I'm going to go ahead and figure out where 11 is. Well, 11 is just above 10, so I'm actually going to lay a ruler there just to help me see a straight line. And I'm going to look where that lines up with the P wave. So right in about here, I'm going to make a mark here. And so this is about 10 seconds between these 2 lines, and it is about 10 seconds between the P and the S wave here. But if I look down, I can see that that's between 75 and 100, and it's a little closer to 100. So we'll say that's about between 85 and 90 kilometers from the epicenter, because we made it about this far. So we're going to this bottom line to this P wave, okay? And so we'll write that it's about 85 kilometers. And keep that information there. All right, the next city down here that we see is Anniston, and that goes from 10:17 to 8:10:36. So there is a difference of 19 seconds here, because 36 minus 17 is 19. All right, so if we go up to the top, and 19's just below 20, okay, and we trace across, we get kind of here just before the 150. So from here to here, this is a 19-second difference for Anniston. And if I trace it all the way down, we're maybe at about 140, 145, somewhere right in there. Let's call it 145 kilometers. All right, and then the last one I have way down here at the bottom is Tuscaloosa. And that goes from 8:10:19 to 8:10:40, and that's a difference of 21 seconds, so a little more than Anniston. So 21 would be just above the 20, so I'm just going to take a ruler across just to make my life a little easier here. Just above. I'm going to see it crosses right about here, so not quite to the 175 yet. I see this is 21 seconds between the P and S wave arrival, and it should make sense because this is skinnier, closer together, so 10 seconds, and 19 seconds, and 21, and it keeps getting farther and farther apart for the P and S wave arrival. And if we go down, we're before the 175, maybe about 170 on the kilometers, okay? All right, then the next thing I need to peek at is my map. And here's the map we're going to draw the 3 circles on. And the thing I need to know right now is the scale. So 1 centimeter is 23 kilometers, okay? So I need to know how to draw my circles on this map, because I don't have kilometers to work with. I only have centimeters to work with. So remember the scale. 1 centimeter is 23 kilometers. So we need to figure out how many centimeters to draw these 3 down here. Okay, so to do that, we're going to use our calculator. I'm going to turn mine on, and we need to remember 23. So we're going to take each of these numbers divided by 23 to tell us how many centimeters to draw. So 85 divided by 23 is 3.69, a crazy number. So it's about 3.7, I'm going to jot that down, if I round it, centimeters. The next one I'm going to take is the 145 number, and I'm going to divide that by 23 again because that's my scale, and I get 6.3. And that's what we'll round it to. So 6.3 centimeters is how big I'm going to draw it on my map. And then I see I've got 170, and I'm going to divide that by 23, and I'm going to do that one at 7.4 centimeters. All right, that is part one. We are now ready. You see my centimeters there, sorry about that. We're now ready to draw on our map, so stay tuned.